It's the Tony Tone Show on Muscatine's Vintage Sound 93.1 FM. She's a Golden Globe-nominated actress, director, and starring in the hit Showtime series Roadies, Sunday night, 9 o'clock Central for us. Let's say hi to Rosanna Arquette on the MPW Digital TV Celebrity Hotline. Hello!
Hi, Tony.
Hey, Rosanna, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am doing great, having a good week. I was in Chicago at a Cubs game on Monday, back in the great state of Iowa now.
I just got back from Chicago. I went to Lollapalooza, and it was such a great city. My sister was born there. We were there when we were kids, and I love it.
That's so cool. So who did you see that you liked at Lollapalooza?
Well, a lot of my friends are there, so I saw, of course, Jane's Addiction, because Perry and Eddie are friends of mine in the band, and then I saw Radiohead and the Chili Peppers.
Wow, I'm extremely jealous of you. That's awesome.
It was fun.
Holy moly, that's cool. So I'm
going to go see Radiohead tonight.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I need a little rock and roll in my life. It will never leave. And that's what I love so much about the show Roadies that I just did. It was truly captured the essence of rock and roll and behind the scenes of rock and roll, and it's such a beautiful, sweet heart show. I love it, and I loved working on it, and so I hope people tune into it. I don't know if people haven't discovered it yet. That's what's so great. They can catch up and see it. I think they'll fall in love with it because the characters are so well written, and it's just it was just a fun experience.
I enjoy watching it. So Roadies is on Showtime Sunday nights at 9 o'clock Central for us. So was it a thing for you, Rosanna, where they had you in mind and they reached out with a specific character or what?
Yeah, it was Cameron called and said, and I was on my way to do a family trip with that had been planned for months, and with my husband, and I, we kind of need it. We work really hard, and he called up and he said, "Look, I have this character. I hope you can do it. It shoots right." It was right in the first week of this trip, and my husband was already in Europe, and I said, "You know what? I'm going to meet you there in a week because." He pushed the dates and made it work for me so I could do it, and I did it.
That's fantastic.
And it was really fun to wake up every morning and go to work on this show, and I haven't had an experience like that in many, many years where it's just like, I just can't wait to get there. It really has the energy of what you see on screen is actually on the set, in the makeup department and the crew, and everybody is happy, and Cameron is just the great captain of the ship. Even though other directors come in, it's his creation. Winnie Holzman and him are a great team, and the dialogue is so fantastic. It's just well written. Isn't
it impressive? And obviously, you have experience with being on successful shows, but anymore, Rosanna, it seems like, a series like Roadies or Ray Donovan, the quality of each episode, to us as a viewer, they're kind of like mini movies. So I wonder, when you're on a set like that, I mean, everybody, they have decent budgets and it's all probably, very professional, right? Not to say that television back in the...
very professional. Yeah. I mean, with Showtime, I love Showtime. I've worked with them often. Both of my documentaries were shown on Showtime, so I love working for them. I think David Nevins has put together an incredible network, and they're just... He knows what he's doing. So television is really hard, especially if you come from movies, because the schedule is a lot. It looks like a film, and you feel like you're shooting a film, but you don't have the time to shoot what you would do in a feature film. So that can be challenging for people who come from movies. But on this, it was making a movie and getting through your day and doing it fast, and they're doing it. I mean, it's a tight ship over there. It's very professional. And
well, this Sunday's episode.
I wish my character could come back, and I wish I was a regular, as she can't, because it's not written that way. But maybe she'll be able to come back here and there. Those kids that get to go to work every day, they're having a great time. Carla Gugino, who I love, wonderful actress who I've known for years, is just they're just all good people, and they're happy and positive, and it's so great and refreshing to be on a set like that when people aren't complaining about everything.
I was going to say, I bet that makes it that much easier. So also on this Sunday's episode, Mark Maron plays himself, and John Mellencamp shows up. So was Mellencamp there when you were filming, or no?
He wasn't there when I was filming.
Okay.
I think if he did come, he came on a different day, but I don't think he was there. I think that was that last week's episode.
Oh, was it?
It might. I don't know, because they had, while they're shooting so much, and they had, like, when I was there, they were shooting a scene from the episode before.
Gotcha.
So they they're like running. They're a fast-moving train.
I was going to say
they had a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts.
I need to watch scenes,
Sure.
because I just loved being there so much.
So, your documentary that you did, all we are saying. So, for music for you, Rosanna, like, I grew up fortunate enough to have parents that exposed me to the Guess Who and the Doors and Stevie Ray Vaughan. So, was that important for you? Obviously,
well, I grew up with the parents that I was at Woodstock, so yes,
wow.
and I was also, believe it or not, and this is really the truth. Do I remember? I'd love to say that I remember. I have no idea, but I was at the Newport Jazz, where they
wow,
Newport Folk Festival. When Bob went electric or something that day, and my parents were there, and I was there as a kid, a little kid. But I love that I was even there.
It's so cool. I mean, it's such good experiences for you. So then when because I'm a parent now, I have a 4-year-old and a 19-month-old. So for you as a parent, Rosanna, was it important to expose the kids to good music or music that you appreciated, or what?
Well, let's just put it this way. When I was in labor and giving birth, I had Joni Mitchell and the Beatles playing, and that my daughter ended up coming to the world, believe it or not, of all songs, but it was pretty funny, was We All Live in a Yellow Submarine. That's what was playing when she was born. So,
that's amazing. I love that.
Yeah, I had put together. I just had all this music, and then those when I don't even know it wasn't an iPod then. It was
probably a mix CD.
Exactly.
I just think there's so much great music out there, and it's not like I want to force it on my kids. I just want them to appreciate. Because
you start like Neil Young for sure. You have to, also the Desert Trip artists, all those artists that are going to come. That's going to be such a great show.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be amazing. Yeah,
isn't that going to be? Yeah, it'll be fun.
I can't tell you enough about that weekend. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to figure out a way to get out there. Jeez Louise, that'll be a blast.
Well, try to do it through your radio station. I mean, everybody's probably going to cover it.
Right? Yes.
It's quite a
They should, what, we play all those artists, so they should totally pay for me to go out there, huh? That's a good idea.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's true.
I love that. All right, listen, Roadies is Sunday night on Showtime, 9 o'clock. It's a fantastic show with Cameron Crowe at the helm and Rosanna Arquette guest stars. I can't thank you enough for the time. I appreciate it very much, and I can't wait to see you on Roadies this weekend.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.